Am I done? I think I'm done. Time to finally do Penacony. Let's go.
Pom-Pom's not here yet?
Pom-Pom knows how to keep people on the edge of their seats.
Ahem! Apologies for the delay, dear passengers. Something important came up, so I, the conductor, had to spend some time preparing.
Come with me, take the journey
So, what came up?
Yeah, what was so important? I thought everyone knew. Our next destination is the planet of festivities, Penacony! I know everyone's eager to disembark and get to that famous Stellar Hotel, but before we set off, I should remind everyone of 3 things. First, Penacony is located in Asdana, a star system brimming with memoria, which has historically been one of the macro voids that leaked out from the memory zone. Even after eons, the memoria concentration up ahead is above normal levels. Usually this wouldn't be a huge problem, but everyone's different, so if you exhibit any signs of dizziness, hallucination, distorted memories, or any other symptoms, you should take them seriously. Second, Penacony is a colony belonging to the Harmony family. It also marks the first time this family has extended a public invitation to other factions. Please remember that the Express has been invited as a guest, and that we must adhere to any and all regulations.
Got it. When in Rome, as they say. Don't worry, conductor. We definitely won't embarrass the nameless.
Famous last word, March. Famous last words.
Rome? Anyway, third and final. Rather than being a request, Pom-Pom has a favor to ask of everyone. If you could, I hope that while you're all on vacation, you could spare some time to help inquire about a few of the nameless.
Are we getting new crewmates?
Allow me to explain. Just like most of the worlds that the Express calls at, Penacony is one of the stops along the Silver Tracks. Several millennia ago, it was an IPC frontier prison, and it was the Trailblaze that connected it to thousands of stars. During that time, the Astral Express once visited Penacony. As with all meetings, they inevitably lead to goodbyes. As the Express's logs indicate, it seems some passengers decided to call Penacony their permanent home.
Who could be this important?
Don't worry, just think of it as returning to your hometown. Following the Express's departure, the Stellarons cut off contact to myriad worlds, and Penacony's ownership switched hands several times. Why did these nameless choose to stay here? How did the course of their subsequent lives unfold? And what legacies did they leave behind? Retracing our predecessors' footsteps. That is in itself an adventure, wouldn't you agree? Even if they left the stars behind them, their trailblaze would not be over. That's also what the conductor thinks, isn't it? According to the passenger list, the 3 people who got off were Tiernan, Legwork, and Rosalina, the Express's guard, mechanic, and surveyor, respectively. No supplementary details are available.
They're probably NPCs.
Just names and occupations? And they don't even sound like their real names either. This'll be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
We'll just leave it to the stars of fate. Considering the Nameless's diversity, perhaps we might even stumble upon their descendants. Or, against the slimmest of chances, the very individuals themselves. We'll conclude today's navigation meeting on this point. There's a bit of time left before we jump. In the meantime, might be a good idea to double-check your bags.
I'll broadcast an announcement before we jump.
There's still some time before the jump. I should talk to everyone.
How's it going? All packed and ready? There probably won't be any surprises happening on family territory, which is a bit of a shame if you ask me. But hey, It's rare that we can take a break and let loose. Let's enjoy it.
You look relaxed.
Well, adventures are exhilarating, but rest and recuperation is equally important. Rest and recuperation aside, don't forget Pom-Pom's request. The conductor has done plenty for us, and it's time to return that favor.
You're the picture of calm, as always. Meanwhile, March 7th's buzzing around like a kid on a sugar rush.
I'm excited too.
I trust Penacony won't let you all down. But regarding the family's invitation, I do have some details that I wish to discuss with everyone. Just not now. Let's enjoy our vacation for now.
I spoke to Mr. Yang. I'll be staying on the express this time. I wish you all a delightful time in Penacony.
I respect your decision. Rest well.
Thank you. It's reassuring to know we're on a similar wavelength. Pay no mind to the matters concerning the Xianzhou. Penacony isn't the final stop on our trip. We have plenty of time. Once everything is packed up, I will naturally catch up with all of you. I'd advise double-checking your bags. Word is that the family's customs procedure can be quite demanding. Better to sort it out now than face issues at your hotel check-in.
Camera, check. Extra clothes, check. Toiletries. Aw, drat! The travel bottles I ordered haven't arrived. Although, I hear that Penacony's resort hotel is pretty luxurious. I'm guessing their toiletries should be just as fancy. That means I can make more room in my suitcase. What else should I bring?
Do I do it? Why not? Take me!
You won't fit in the suitcase. Can't you walk? Maybe I should bring some novels or comic books. At least then I won't be too bored while staying in the hotel room. But these books are so heavy. Aw, this is hard. What else should I take?
It's about time. I should find a seat.
Ahem! Hi! Hello! Attention all passengers! The express is about to make the jump! The express is about to make the jump! Please be seated and hold on! The train is about to make the jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Not another one.
Hi.
Come with me.
Where are we going?
These questions have no meaning, but I will answer you as best as I can. This is the border between reality and the memory zone. A dreamscape.
Don't you mean mind and matter?
Right this moment, you and I have coincidentally shared the same dreamscape and appeared in each other's minds. This is the Land of Dreams' inaugural welcome for us. Worry not, for very quickly you will awaken from this dream. Forget everything that has transpired with naught but a faint lingering of loss. Pay no mind, for this forgetfulness happens with each new dawn. It is an occurrence that we have become accustomed to for so long. So, come with me. I'll take you home. Left, the end of the corridor. I will wait there for you. Galaxy Ranger Acheron. This is what they call me. You can call me whatever you want. Open this door. Take a look at the mesmerizing dreamscape while you can still remember.
This is... no way.
This way. After you.
Am I supposed to walk up the... How is this even possible?
Why not?
She can hear the thoughts in my head?
Why not? We're almost there. Can you still walk?
Okay. I think I know who that is. I think I know who that is. I'm half certain I know who that is. God damn it, still. I feel a bit faint.
Don't panic. This is normal.
Is that another person in the background? Right here?
Don't stop. Don't turn back. Don't look down. Or up, for that matter.
Okay, hang on. Yep, it's Salmon Silverwolf.
To pull them off the stage.
All we have to do is present the truth, and they will naturally reciprocate.
Ooh.
These voices... they're just shadows of the dreamscape. Pay no heed to them.
The Charmony Festival stage belongs only to you, little sister.
But if I can't sing, what meaning does the stage have?
The hell are you doing over here, Dr. Horatio?
Ah, the charming audacity. To think that you, of all people, might emerge victorious, dear gambler.
3 chips are enough. All or nothing.
Memo Keeper, do you think you can just leave?
I'm sorry.
She's so small.
Dance partner of my choice. I've already chosen.
We're here.
Welcome to the Reverie. May you experience an unforgettable holiday. If you need help checking in, please head straight to the concierge.
Leave this realm and rise as you would on any other day. Forget this fortuitous encounter and return whence you came. But before you do, I would make a request of you. You may think it somewhat strange, perhaps even rude, but I wish to know. Have we met somewhere before?
Why the hell is the dialogue red? Huh? What's going on?
You evoke memories of an old friend. In the haze of my recollections, she stood shoulder to shoulder with me. Much like this surreal dreamscape where we stood close, yet forever out of reach. May I ask you a few more questions? I tend to forget things, which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture what I normally wouldn't otherwise. The answer is inconsequential. Your spontaneous reaction is what matters. For instance, when you awaken in your room, your lips speak several names. Are they your companions? Family? Enemies? You seem to have forged unbreakable bonds with many people and many incidents. Might I ask if you fear losing these bonds?
If it means losing them, I would.
If there was a vast dreamscape, so lifelike it's indistinguishable from reality. There, no one faces life's separations or deaths. Everyone attains their deserved happiness and lives joyfully ever after. I would ask, would you wish to stay?
I would never want to live in a dream.
Now, imagine if this splendid dream were fated to fall apart. Friends, family, strangers, followed by the gentle breeze, soaring birds, the stars, and ultimately yourself. Everyone and every face they remember, the joy and the heartaches, the vows sealed and those left hanging, all will inevitably march towards a predetermined ending. If you had grasped the journey's finale right from its inception, I would ask, would you still embark on this journey?
I would blaze a trail without hesitation.
I know this is hard. You don't have to be hard-pressed to make a decision. As I have said, the answer is inconsequential. Hearing, touch, thought. Through these you gain emotions. Cherish them. With emotions we make choices. And so we return to the original question. I would ask, do you still remember me?
I seem to remember you from somewhere.
I understand. How interesting. For a split second, it felt like countless versions of you, alike yet distinct, gave entirely different responses. That was my final question. Thank you. We all have our paths to walk, so we shall bid our farewells.
Don't think I don't know what you did there, Hoyoverse. You haven't told me how to leave this place yet.
The Golden Dream is getting restless. In the coming nights of Long, I'm afraid you will face many tribulations and witness many tragedies. And finally, your sight will only see black and white. But please believe me that in that monochrome world, there will be a glimpse of fleeting red. And when you make a choice, it will reappear before you once more. What you must do now is ponder its significance. And then you can return to the waking world. That's where we all find
What's wrong? Why are you crying all of a sudden?
I may have dreamed of an old friend.
Sounds like you had a nightmare. We just arrived in Astana and already... you should be careful. It seems your tolerance to Memoria isn't the strongest. Don't fret. Dreams are often the reverse of reality. While you were sleeping, the Express arrived in Penacony. Can you imagine? Yesterday's grim frontier prison is today's lavish hotel. I wish I could wander Penacony streets today, but I'm pretty train-tied at the moment. You'll have to be my eyes and ears while we're here. Gear up and make sure you've got everything. And before you step out, swing by the back and grab March. She's waiting for you there.
Is March 7th still packing her luggage?
You're up? How's your prep going? Welt and Himeko beat us to the punch, but I stuck around for you. Let's get going. Shall we go meet up with them now? Penacony, the planet of festivities. The universe's biggest and fanciest amusement park awaits!
Till we make it.
We're here at last! Oh, the family sure doesn't play around with their entry protocols.
Welcome to the Reverie. May you experience an unforgettable holiday. If you need help checking in, please head straight to the concierge.
It's the child from the dream.
I'm Nisha, a bellboy working here on Penacony. Pleased to be at your service. If you need help with your baggage...
Over here. Something's not right.
Should you need assistance with moving luggage to your room, feel free to contact me. Please, go ahead. Don't keep your friend waiting.
Well, it's just that right now, we're on the eve of the Charmony Festival. Penacony's most important moment of every era. And with the family's invite, all guests from all over the cosmos have thronged this place. Hotel security is on high alert with zero room for error. And with such a last-minute change, it really isn't something that this young lady's words can resolve on a whim. My esteemed guests from the Astral Express, please do not make it harder for her.
We're sorry for all the trouble our check-in seems to have caused. Might I ask for your name?
I am the humble aventurine of the IPC's Strategic Investment Department, a non-performing asset liquidation specialist and subordinate to Supervisor Diamond. I was cordially invited by the watchmaker. I also happen to be a traveler that's had to stand behind you for quite a while.
Leave it to me. I've heard that the IPC has also received Penacony's invitation, so forgive me if I'm mistaken, but you must be the representative. The IPC's elite certainly does have an extraordinary air about them. I suppose such an exceptional figure such as yourself wouldn't mind paving a convenience for us?
I must be hearing things. Paving a convenience? Shouldn't I be saying this to you instead? I've been waiting here for more than 10 minutes. Do you know how many credits 10 minutes is worth to me?
It must be an inordinate number, which is why now, Mr. Aventurine, I have an investment that you absolutely cannot miss out on. The IPC's influence runs deep and wide, and their word wields the utmost authority. We hope to borrow your status to vouch for her. As such, you won't just be sparing much of your invaluable time, but also forging new friendships.
Well, this is interesting. And how will my new friends benefit me?
Now this is a topic very much worth getting into. Just as we are guests of the Watchmaker, why don't we make ourselves comfortable in Penacony before getting to know each other more elaborately?
Sounds good. But, Miss Navigator, I must point out that if I do something about it now, the time saved is from my own effort, not a favor from you all. But what you said in the second half, I loved it. Friends, yes, nothing is more precious than friends. Especially a righteous trailblazer like a Nameless. Going forward on this Penacony trip, I'll be counting on all my trailblazer friends here. Looking forward to a delightful time with you all.
I'm glad you've put it this way. So about the vouching...
There you go, miss. Please allow her to check in on my account. I have an appointment with the family's Mr. Sunday. I will ask him to handle this matter later. Don't worry, I won't cause you any trouble.
But...
Ali, just a moment. The family cannot allow guests to enter a dream while bearing burdens.
Oh, fuck, it's him.
Oh, speak of the devil, look who's here. It's Sunday, the most handsome man in Penacony. Along with a singer renowned across the universe, Robin.
She's so pretty.
You said you were the most dashing person in Penacony. How interesting.
I've kept you waiting, Mr. Aventurine. This way, please. Let us speak in private.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry, but are you the singer, Epsilon Superstar? If I can stop one heart from breaking, that's your song, isn't it?
I never thought a cutie like yourself would be a fan of mine.
Oh, it really is, Robin. To run into her in person here.
It is an honor to meet everyone.
Are you also a member of the family on Penacony like him?
Truth be told, I am a guest like everyone. Penacony is my hometown, but I left when I was older. I was graciously invited this time to return and sing a song at the Charmony Festival.
Odd. Why is my room door open? He's...
How fortuitous. We meet again.
This is my room. What are you doing here?
Calm down. I'm just here to soak in the festive vibe. This may be your room now, but half a system hour ago, it was still mine. A lucky block number, a lucky floor, a lucky room number. You have no idea how much I went through to book this precious space. And now I've given it to you. Treasure it well, friend.
You were the one who arranged the check-in?
No. I only let you have my room. Penacony's a true blue land of dreams. How many across the stars would spend half their lives just to acquire an admission ticket into the Reverie? Think about the type of people who can even afford to stay here. If it wasn't for my brilliant plan, you think the family would offend those bigwigs just to sate the paltry whims of an unsought guest such as yourself? So sit down and let's have a chat. With everything said and done, I think I deserve at least this much, right?
What do you want to talk about?
Cutting to the chase. I like that. Well, simply put, my friend, I need your help. You may or may not know this, but Penacony's far murkier than it seems. The family's eyes are everywhere, but you get the drift. My goal is simple. Help the IPC retrieve some things that belong to them in the first place. If you agree, when this is done, you will stand to reap great rewards, as well as the preservation's protection. It's clear you're not just one of the crowd. You possess a distinct quality, so magnetic that it could sway the outcome of any game. That power, you really don't wish to use it. Or, you don't want to be rid of it. Why not use it to etch your name across the stars? The power that men both fear and desire is right in the palms of your hands. Miss Stellaron, have I hit the nail on the head?
I'm warning you. You need to leave. Now.
Warning me? Oh, you're too funny. You don't have to answer me now. Sit on it for a while. When the time is right, I will look for you again. Of course, you can confer with your colleagues as well, or go as far as to use me in turn. I welcome that notion, because it will also show me your true value. I don't do deals where I'm on the losing end, so I hope that friends don't let me down.
I cannot make this decision on my own.
I already said there's no rush to give me an answer. Because no matter what happens, the outcome will remain the same. Oh yes, before I go, let's play another game. A simple game to get to know each other better. You just have to guess which hand the chip is hiding in. It'll help me get a better grasp on your personality and the way you do things. Left or right? Get ready. I'm about to reveal the answer.
Right.
Huh? I didn't get your answer. Oh, but that's fine, because...
It's behind my ear!
Friend, the game has already begun.
Oh?
Allow me to make you an offer. One you can't refuse.
Yeah, I had a
No reason to choose otherwise. And no other choice.
Hello there.
Huh?
I really don't like your eyes.
What are you doing in my room?
Her eyes, on the other hand, I really like.
I was just teasing. Please forgive me. This
It's
is
right
indeed
again.
your room. I saw that man snooping about while I was in the hallway. Didn't seem like he was searching for his own room, so it made me wary. I later saw you walking into the same room, so I began to connect the dots. The situation got a bit tense. I hope you don't mind that I pulled this stunt. Anyway, as long as you're all right. I should return to my room too. But before I go, can I ask you a question? Have we met somewhere before?
Perhaps in a dream.
Yes, it was a dream. I had a dream on my way here, and I think you were in it. A blink of a thought in my head. This is your name, isn't it? Pleased to meet you.
Do you still remember me?
You forget. That man mentioned it before he left. My memory's not very good, but it's not so bad that I can't remember details from just minutes ago. Galaxy Ranger Acheron. This is what they call me. Lastly, a gentle reminder. There are people who possess unwavering resolution and faith, even unto death, and they do not wield such conviction for good. And on that man's face, I see such a similar expression. One who wears a blade must use it to cut eventually. And when a gambler has nothing to lose on the table, he will surely go for broke and bet it all on a final hand. That is all I can say. I thought you should know all this before making a choice. Goodbye.
Acheron left. Strange. I can't shake off this odd feeling I have. Forget it. It's taken a while, but at least I can finally enter the dream.
Is there something else?
Sorry, can you point me in the direction of the lobby? All these hallways really look the same to me.
Are you bad with directions? You show Acheron the way, she thanks you again and again.
Seems like it's over. Time to work the dream pool according to the Dreamscape Pass's instructions.
Please relax. Feel the ebb and flow of your body. Just focus on breathing and imagine you're in paradise. Imagine a dreamland.
What is it, Ratio? Why the long face? Hey, I just realized. Where's that handsome bust of yours?
The fuck are you doing here, Dr. Ratio?
You're late. By 4 minutes and 16 seconds. You better have solved the mystery of Akavili's fall. Otherwise, I suggest not tangling with the Nameless.
You mean you don't believe me when I say I truly wish to befriend them?
Clamorous people do not make friends. Fun fact, the Atini Peacock boasts one of the universe's more jarring songs, and your choice of attire is somewhat peacock-esque. It seems this peacock is short of a feather or two. The family's been rummaging through your things, haven't they?
Yeah, by that gray-suited fellow. All the cash gifts and the box containing the cornerstones. Huh? Where are you going?
Back home. To tell the corporation that some idiot ruined everything.
Oh, it's nothing more than a few rocks. Why so serious? Who cares if they're gone?
Without that aventurine stone, you're nothing more than a doomed Sigonian thrall, sentenced to die by the IPC. Or is that serial number on your neck a cherished memento from the Amber Lord?
You're funny, I'll give you that. It appears our erudite friend has done his homework.
It's my job. How would a gambler wrest Penacony back from the IPC otherwise?
Don't worry, Doctor. I have my ways. The family fears interference from the IPC, hence their constant intervention. Or to play devil's advocate, perhaps Penacony might have always been a ruse under the guise of the Harmony. If you ask me, that invite is nothing but a self-planted diversion. A red herring. Or maybe they're thinking of pulling off something big during the Charmony Festival. Or someone else made the invite, and they acquiesced to elevating the magnitude of the plan. Well, regardless, be it the family or the Watchmaker's legacy, as long as they're all useful to me.
Get to the point. What's your plan?
Well, no need to expand on that now. It's not yet time to reveal my trump card.
Damned gambler. Any true collaboration demands trust. Did that notion somehow escape your Sigonian upbringing?
Then, do you trust me?
That depends on you.
So you don't trust me either. Now that was easy, wasn't it? Also, I didn't go to school, and my parents didn't teach me any of that. A pity. They left before they could impart any life lessons.
I did not mean to offend.
None taken. But they did teach me that friends are weapons of the Abgens. Even under the watchful eye of the Harmony, our friends' performances have far exceeded my expectations. Let's see. The Garden of Recollection and the Astral Express have already made contact. The Annihilation Gang, I can't really count on them. The Knights of Beauty haven't given their answer, and as for the bunch at the tavern... Speaking of which, I ran into a woman just now who introduced herself as a Galaxy Ranger. The whole conversation felt off. Help me look into her. Huh? Well, you don't really disdain me that much, do you? Well, seems like I'm on my own again.
So this is the dreamscape? The atmosphere here creeps me out, and what was that weird noise just now? Note?
The impossible can also happen in dreams. Find it, and then you shall be granted an audience.
This way! Can you see me? Over here! Please, come this way!
Enter the
I thought I
dreamscape.
heard a familiar voice. Is it coming from the painting?
Ah, you're here. Wonderful. Oh, I thought you wouldn't notice me. Welcome to the Gallery of Thoughts. You can think of this as the entrance to the Golden Hour. I'm here to provide guidance to our guests.
What's that? What happened?
What?
Fucking Yamcha pose.
Are you alright? That's a normal reaction for first-time visitors to the dreamscape.
Seems like our guest here hasn't gotten used to the transition. Fret not. Feeling a sense of weightlessness is normal for new visitors.
The Dreamscape Sales Store. Should I visit it? This place is bustling. There are so many people living in the Dreamscape. Hoping I would find some clues about the Nameless up here. Well, can't expect it to be that easy.
She went that way! Get her!
What's going on? What's all the commotion about?
Watch your step now.
Don't even think about running away. You stowaway.
Sorry for bothering you. Please, I need your help.
Hey, look! She has an accomplice.
Ha! Good work! Now we can nab them both in one go.
That's enough, boys.
Sir.
What's gotten into you all? Open your eyes and take a good look. Is this lady the stowaway we're looking for?
Huh? Who's this?
Don't you know him? Look at his brown hair and grey vest. He's the officer, sent here by the family to maintain order at the Charmony Festival.
I see. Sir, the thing is, we're trying to apprehend a stowaway. And that young lady there looks very suspicious. We're sure she's the one.
That's nonsense. Take another look, will ya? The witness report says that the suspect is a lad with silver hair, and you guys are going after a girl with silver hair. Does that even make sense? She's our guest. Well, just get out of my way and I'll take care of this.
Yes, sir.
Not gonna lie, not the voice I was expecting for him. I thought he was gonna have a deeper voice.
Went through back there. I'm Gallagher from the Bloodhound family, and those idiots are some young bloodhounds I've been training. Because of their youth and inexperience, they mistook an honored guest of Penacony for a criminal. This is indeed a regrettable mistake. I'd like to offer my sincerest apology to you on behalf of the Bloodhound family. The Bloodhound family are guards of the Dreamscape. We're in charge of security here, and our duties include arresting people who try to enter our world illegally. We got a tip that some criminals were planning to take advantage of the festivities around the Charmony Festival to sneak into Penacony. Now that the festival is just around the corner, there are likely many shady characters lurking around. Don't worry. I believe this is just a misunderstanding. How could such a lovely girl like you be a stowaway?
Thanks. Without your kind help, I wouldn't know what to do.
Just part of the job. I need to get going. If you need help, you can reach out to me through the young bloodhounds in this area. I wish you an enjoyable experience in this land of dreams.
I owe you a big one. If it hadn't been for you, I might have been taken away by them. Thank you so much. By the way, I've just noticed. You're a Nameless, right? Is this your first time here on Penacony? You bet! The Interastral Peace broadcast recently did a whole segment about your glorious achievements. I also know that you guys often travel around different places in the cosmos. Did the family invite you here? I'd be happy to show you around. Although the Bloodhounds mistook me for a stowaway, I'm actually a local. My name is Firefly, and I'm from the Iris family. I work as a stage performer, although right now I'm just an extra. When there are no acting gigs, I work as a guide near Glocks Avenue. If you don't mind, I can show you all the exciting things around here.
Maybe if I do my job as a guide, people will stop suspecting me. Well, I'm not booked for any performances. And most visitors to Penacony don't need tour guides anyway. They're all big shots who have their own entourage with them. No, it's not like that. Penacony is where people realize their dreams. There's always a festive atmosphere here. It's just that things can get a little crazy with the Charmony Festival drawing near. Me? No, I'm not one of them. Not yet. I merely work for them.
You notice her lowering her lashes and looking around, paying close attention to the crowd, as if something is hiding in it, but she quickly collects herself and returns her eyes to you. Huh.
Well, we can talk about that another time. Right now, I want to give you a tour of the town. Here we go. Over here.
It's not a bad idea to get to know about this place.
We're here. Hey, have you ever heard of this saying that goes, in a dream, hunger is the most precious spice? Well, you can find all kinds of local delicacies here. Clocky pizza, oat cake rolls, alfalfa salad, and the classic Soul Glad. Feel free to pick up anything you like. Today it's my treat. No worries. You can buy me a meal next time.
This is Penacony's most iconic dish. Take your pick. It's my treat. Get me a pizza. Get me some fries. And get me an ice cream for dessert. That will be all.
Are you done ordering? Then I'll pay up. I love their oat cake rolls. I get one from here every day. I won't put on any weight since this is all a dream. Let's walk while we eat. It's time to head to the next stop. Can you see that building in the distance? That's the famous Grand Theater, another great landmark of Penacony. Has a pretty unique shape, doesn't he? In the real world, it was originally the central prison of Astana. The family renovated it in the dreamscape and transformed it into the glorious Penacony Grand Theater. Since the moment it was built, the Grand Theater has graced the entire dreamscape with its rendition of the Odes of Harmony. During the once-in-an-era Charmony Festival, family members will gather at the theater to welcome the harmonious choir that blesses Penacony with everlasting peace. And here we are, the best viewing spot in all of Golden Hour. Look, there's even a telescope here. When the Charmony Festival arrives, remember to be here early if you want to get a seat.
In that fleeting moment, you notice a cautious shift in the girl's gaze, piercing directly into your brow, or perhaps somewhere behind you. What are you looking at? Firefly returns to her warm and gentle disposition.
Time waits for no one. Let me show you around. Did you have fun? Penacony's Golden Hour is pretty amazing, isn't it? I'm not sad. It's just that this dream is so loving and forgiving. It's vast and deep like an ocean. Even the humblest people can find solace here. I really appreciate your help earlier today. That's why I took the chance to introduce this beautiful place to you. It was willing to accept me, even though I didn't belong here. I've grown very fond of this place, and that makes me want to share it with others. I'm a lawful resident. At least now I am.
Hey, can you come closer? Closer, please. I have a question for you. Did you travel here alone? I see. I'm not sure whether you've realized it or not, but I took you through a very long scenic route and visited all kinds of places just now because... well, someone's been following you. Don't turn around.
Following me?
I'm certain
Not
that you're
you?
his target. He's been on our tail since we parted ways with Mr. Gallagher. I wondered whether he was a friend of yours, but my instincts told me he wasn't.
Who could this mysterious man be?
5 feet, 9 inches tall, give or take. Judging from his strong build, it's clear that he's well trained. He walks in long strides, but his steps are light and barely audible.
Fucking
That way of walking
Sampo.
doesn't leave footprints. He looks like a skilled fighter, the covert kind. He has large palms, yet his fingers are slender and nimble. I reckon he has experience using knives, like a short sword or a dagger. Do you know anybody like that? A maroon jacket, emerald eyes, dark blue hair. Ah, he's coming our way.
Hey, well, if it isn't my most loyal customer, the Trailblazer girl. It's been such a long time, old friend. What a coincidence to run into you here. Oh my, I'm in luck today. You're surprised to see me? You know, it's thanks to you that I can be here. You helped Urello 6 open up to the outside.
This gentleman is?
Oh, Miss March, don't you remember me? After all the favors I did for you all in Bellabog?
Sampo! What? You should get your eyesight checked. Are you sure March 7th looks like this?
My name is Firefly. I'm a stage performer from the Iris family.
Aww.
Oh, no wonder. I was just thinking, there's no way Miss March could change her appearance so dramatically in such a short time. It's my pleasure to meet you. My name is Sampo, and I'm an old pal of hers. Come on. It's been so long since we last met each other. How can you just walk away like that?
Mr. Sampo, what's the purpose of your visit to Penacony?
My purpose? You're funny. What else can I do in Penacony? Well, I just hang around, daydream, and do the things that anyone on vacation would do. Speaking of which, old pal, since fate brings us here, I'm obliged to give you a tour of this area. I've been watching you two for a long time. Miss Firefly does know Penacony well, but when it comes to entertainment for grown-ups, I think I can do much better.
Entertainment for grown-ups?
Looks like my analysis is spot on. Follow me, you two. Let me give you a taste of the adult world.
Well, Mr. Sampo.
Anything bothering you, Miss Firefly? Don't worry. This isn't going to involve anything illegal.
I'm sorry. Yes, there are things I'm hiding from you. I'm not a local. And there's a reason why the Bloodhound family is after me. I also have my own purpose for joining you on your journey. But still, I appreciate your help. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. And my admiration for the Nameless is also genuine. You guys have been to a lot of worlds, met people from all walks of life, and experienced all sorts of things.
Every day is a new beginning for you guys. Can I bring you one more place? It isn't another tourist attraction. It's my very own secret base, and I'll do my best to tell you everything I know when we get there. Thanks.
Thought your heightened perception was caused by something the elegant memo keeper might have left in your mind. Now it seems to me there are many more special beings like her in this dream. Shortly after we parted ways, I met a lady wearing a black veil who was also a guest at the hotel. We had a good time talking about the event over drinks. It's a shame that I forgot to ask her for her name. I only know that she's from the Garden of Recollection.
Garden of Recollection? Is that the group that serves the Eon of Remembrance?
Exactly. They traverse freely between different worlds as mimetic entities and are only visible to certain people. Doesn't she sound very much like that walkie you saw? After all, it is a grand event held by the family. The guest list could be a lot longer than we imagined. Once again, thank you for being kind to me. I wish you a great time in the dream, and I shall not interrupt your date.
No, we're not on a date. She's gone. Well, shall we?
Secret stronghold is a cafe?
Here we are. This is the place. No, it isn't. This is. Yes, it's right inside. Let me show you how to do it. It's going to be very dark at first, so you'll have to stay close to me.
Huh?
Hey, let me ask you something. Is following girls around like a lost puppy your way of getting their attention? You've been doing this for nearly half a system hour.
To be more precise, it's been 45 minutes. Time sure flies when you're having fun, doesn't it?
Spare me. Beautiful eyes, though. Are you from Sigonia?
Need another hint? I'm an Avgen.
My eyes might not be as pretty as yours, but there's no problem with my vision. You Sigonians are notorious throughout the entire universe. Liars, thieves, social manipulators, wolves in sheep's clothing. You're really living up to the reputation. I say, you belong to the space under the manhole cover, not in a dream. There's one right over there. Off you go.
I'll pass. The gloomy shade of a place like that just wouldn't go with my vibe. Dreamville is frivolous, vain, and flashy, and that suits me just fine. Also, it never rains here. My outfit is too expensive to be exposed to the elements.
Cut it out and go home, you slick talker. We are fools, but we aren't stupid. We aren't interested in playing the friend game with the lapdogs of the IPC.
Really? You've never been friends with anyone from the IPC?
Do you think I know nothing about the history of Penacony? Don't drag me into your banal office politics!
Fool, you've been left with no choice since the moment you accepted the invitation to be here. You better pick a side while you have the chance. Or else you'll end up losing everything.
You sound very sure of yourself. Looks like you've already convinced that chicken wing boy from the family. How did you do it, little peacock? Did you strip yourself naked apologize to him on your knees, and promise that the IPC would never harm Penacony? Friends? Oh, please. You guys only treat others as your bargaining chips.
Oh, what's wrong with chips? In any gamble, the only players that will never be on the losing side are the chips. My friends from the Garden of Recollection and the Astral Express are all smart enough to understand that.
But the smarter ones wouldn't have joined the game in the first place. See? I'm smarter. Listen, little peacock. You've been invited by the tavern before, too. If you want the masked fools to get on board, you need to figure out what it is the laughter wants. Here's a hint for you. Since you can't convince anyone, why don't you find a rock to be friends with? At least a rock won't be able to refute your arguments. So long.
Thanks. I'll keep your advice in mind. What a pain in the neck. I guess I'll have to meet with the family again.
Here. We're almost there. Look! This place is breathtaking, isn't it? Guests aren't allowed here, so we have to be careful not to get caught. Don't worry, this place isn't dangerous. Just, think of this as the border of Golden Hour. The family is still building and remodeling the dreamscape beyond here. My secret stronghold is in this area. Let's sneak inside. It radiates dazzling light perpetually, just like this glamorous dream. I suppose everyone who likes to bask in the light will be drawn to that kind of warmth. Like countless fireflies chasing the fire. Let's go. Half the journey is still ahead of us. Here we are. This is the place.
Someone's singing? Where is the sound coming from?
Have you heard of this song? It's called If I Can Stop One Heart From Breaking by Robin. Her songs are played in the Dreamland from time to time as the Charmony Festival is drawing close. This spot is the closest place to the sky in the dreamscape. It's far away from the hustle and bustle of the city and free from the bickering among the dreamers. You can feel the moment. The scenery, the people and the dreams, without being disturbed by anyone. How beautiful. Time is frozen at this golden hour. This golden dream shared by the fool from the tavern and the memo keeper from the Garden of Recollection, the wandering ranger and the IPC ambassador, the Astral Express nameless, and me. everyone falls asleep here equally, regardless of our different agendas. I'm sorry. I really am a stowaway. I knew I couldn't hide it from you. My hometown was destroyed a long time ago. It was probably the doing of the Legion or the Swarm, but I'm an interstellar refugee. Just like many of the Penacony locals. The Harmony accepts everyone, including wanderers from afar. Family takes them in, but they don't belong here. In this splendid metropolis, some have a dream called Penacony, but some have dreams that are no different from reality. Even though everyone who comes here harbors the same motive in the beginning. And it's likewise for me. I have a wish I want to achieve so badly in the real world. But I can't. So I want to give it a shot here. Entropy loss syndrome. Have you heard of this term? It's a strange condition. Those suffering from it will experience an irreversible chronic dissociation of their physical structure. This means they will slowly fade away, and the process is barely noticeable to others.
I made a sudden realization, and I am not happy. So, regardless of how you came in, you can change your appearance inside of the area, and no harm can be done to you, meaning you can move about as free as a whistle. I'm not gonna say shit, just know I fucking called it, if this is true. God damn it.
You can still run, jump, and talk as usual. Everything seems normal. But then you'll start doing everything slightly slower than others. And then even slower than that. Until the lines between your body and the entire world become blurry. You won't be able to tell reality from dreams because they have all been shattered. So how can I possibly resist it? I mean, can you imagine? I can actually free myself from this icy medical cabin in this dream. I can forget about all the doctor's advice. I can listen and see and touch and think and understand whatever I want with my body. So although this world isn't real, this experience is priceless. Just like this moment. I'm sorry. For certain reasons, there are things I can't reveal to you yet. But there are also things you should know. I am, in fact, after the Watchmaker's legacy. But that doesn't mean we have to go our separate ways and be enemies. But at least, I really hope things don't turn out that way. Thanks. In my dream, I saw a scorched earth and a new sapling emerging from it. It bloomed against the morning sun, and it whispered to me. I still remember the question on the invitation letter. Why does life slumber? You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. The nightmarish past will disperse and fade away like bubbles in water, and the future that you don't want to face will never come. Why do people choose to sleep? I think it's because they're afraid to wake up from the dream. I'm sorry. Things are getting all bleak and serious. Let me see what I can do to lighten the mood. I mean, don't you have a lot of friends on the Astral Express? What would you guys do if something like this happened? Selfie. You're right. I mean, I've been here so many times. Why didn't I think of taking a photo? I feel a little awkward taking it by myself. Would you like to join me? Let's commemorate this moment. I can be a little bit camera shy. Just don't laugh at me. Here, you hold the camera. Wait, let me get ready. I'm good. Let's do this. 1, 2, say cheese! Do you have to go back already? Time really flies. I feel like going back to reality and resting too. Come on, let's say goodbye at golden hour.
Sampo, is that guy up to no good again?
We meet again, my dear. It looks like you have not taken my warnings to heart. A pity. Are you so enchanted by that girl?
Yes.
You're just so blind.
Careful. I'm more than certain now that this friend of yours is dangerous.
Oh, this brave little girl appears to be protecting you. I wonder why. Are you two that close?
You talk too much.
Oh, I love your attitude, my dear. I have to admit you're different from your friend here. Your senses are much sharper. Even so, you are lagging far behind the main party. Have you not noticed yet what the family is hiding? The secret behind this sweet dream? And as for you, the trailblazer who saved the ice world, I wonder how much others might have embellished Sempo's story when recounting the happenings on Urello 6. It's surprising what tales they spin. Oh well, it was my problem for trusting him. I'm really, really disappointed in you.
Excuse me. Why don't you
Rest for a little while.
inside the real dreamscape. Oh?
This... What is this place? I'm back at the hotel? No, this feeling. The surroundings look a little like I just entered a dream. Can't get in touch with... This is too weird. Firefly?
Huh. So you're really here too? I don't know. In any case, we must still be in a dream. It can't be anywhere else, much less reality. I'm never wrong about the distinctive sense of memoria that's in the air. But this is very different from the sweet dream that I'm familiar with. It's suffocating, silent, uneasy. And these floating words, can you see them too? This kind of place would never exist on Penacony under the provision of the family. So, could this be a dream bubble? No, that's not right. Do you remember, before we were unconscious, that friend of yours said the real dreamscape? I'm not sure. Everything happened so quickly. But regardless, the family must be hiding something. Something about the truth of the dreamscape. And you probably noticed it when you woke up as well. The ticking of clocks all around us. My gut tells me that the secret hidden here is also linked to the mysterious Watchmaker. If it points us towards the Watchmaker's legacy, it will be connected to everyone who has melded to Penacony's dream. Let's go. We have to move. Be it to find an exit, or the truth. Incredible. This is really a sight that can only be witnessed in a dream. These words have been appearing and then vanishing persistently for a while now. Whose thoughts are they? And who is this Mikhail? It's like I can feel emotions contained within them. Confusion, fear, sadness, and others so faint I can barely feel them. Unyielding resolve in the face of death. Just one chest. I'm sure that's not a trap. Should we open it? What's going on? The lights have all turned on. So creepy. But since there are so many doors here, we should be able to leave through one of them. The TVs are so bright. It's hurting my eyes. Careful. Something's up. What is this monster?
If you don't know the right technique, you might never return from the shadow of death, emerging without a scratch. Easy girl, I'm on your side. You can call me the Memo Keeper, Black Swan. See you next time. Hurry. You're awake, lazy bug. Looks like you had a nice dream. How was it? Did you dream of me? I didn't do much. Just helped you leave the memory zone. Welcome to reality. More specifically, the Reverie. The safest and most familiar place you can be.
Suspicious. Could it really just be a coincidence? I've got a funny feeling about that lady.
But she did find and save her too. The least we could do is listen to the other party's request.
That memo keeper obviously came here with an agenda. We should remain vigilant.
Look, Miss Himiko, I brought the kid back as promised.
You're all right. We couldn't find you in either dream or reality. We were worried sick.
It's good to see you're unharmed. Allow me to introduce you to Miss Black Swan, Memo Keeper of the Garden of Recollection.
Not exactly. Miss Himeko said that they were investigating the incidents happening in the dreamscape.
Not quite yet. But thanks to you, we might be able to use this opportunity to get to know each other a little bit better.
So how did you end up there? And what the heck happened?
So, the one who attacked you was a girl dressed in red, adept at illusory arts, and was able to shapeshift.
Her name is Sparkle, a masked fool who has infiltrated Penacony. Don't worry, she won't be bothering you for now. She's probably patting herself on the back for a job well done.
It seems you know her well.
Of course, I know everyone here. On Penacony, anyone could be lying, but the remembrance does not lie. So I feel the need to clarify with everyone. Miss Sparkle's tricks can induce hallucinations, but that strange dreamscape? Nothing to do with her. It originated from Penacony itself.
Penacony itself?
Have you not sensed it yet? This apparent land of dreams. It's a carefully designed dream maintained by the family through unknown means. And the memory zone she fell into, that's the true dreamscape. Chaotic, dangerous, enigmatic. A beast of memory dwells in the ever-shifting labyrinth.
She's right. Everyone, do you all still remember your surroundings during your entry into the dreamscape?
Huh. So everyone saw the same thing? I remember... it was a room. And then, through a mirror, I came to a long hallway.
The Gallery of Thoughts. That's how the hotel staff referred to it.
Have you noticed? These landscapes seem quite distinct from that of Penacony's in your dream, yet strikingly similar to the dreamscape described by Miss Black Swan.
You're right. I didn't give it much thought at first, but in hindsight, the overlap is hard to ignore.
Also, after speaking to some of the frequenters, the first stop when you enter the dream is supposed to be the hotel in the dream. But due to certain incidents, the hotel is now under renovation.
What could possibly have to happen to an entire building for it to require renovation? Combine that with what she just experienced, and the answer is clear. Penacony's dream is sinking right now, turning back to its original form, and falling into the deep sea.
Sinking? You mean the dreamscape is collapsing?
The encounter at the Dreamscape Hotel was a sign.
I see. That would explain the uneasiness we've sensed from the family. Leaving aside the question of guest safety, were this to become public, it would tarnish the name of the planet of festivities. With the Charmony Festival around the corner, it's no wonder they'd want to keep it under wraps.
Even the guest's safety cannot be assured now. Isn't the monster that she encountered indisputable proof? Need I remind you that it is a memory zone meme? How could a meme that heralds death and murder appear in a dream that the family proclaims to be absolutely safe? Everyone could be lying on Penacony. Does that include the family as well?
Miss Black Swan, we fully understand our current predicament now. Going back to your original suggestion, for what reason has the Garden of Recollection chosen to work with the Astral Express?
Let me rephrase then. This is my personal request, not the Garden of Recollections. And the answer is simple. Miss Himiko, I simply wish to make an exchange related to the remembrance. Apart from my duty, I also have some personal pursuits in aesthetics. I am a memo keeper and a collector. I too yearn to experience those luminous, dazzling, cherished memories. That's simple enough to understand, no? As for you all, nameless of the Astral Express, and practitioners of the Trailblaze, I have faith in your potential, as well as in the unique splendor you will unleash on the stage. This is why I wish to befriend all of you. A place where nightmares and sweet dreams intersect. The perfect cradle for the remembrance.
I understand. But before replying, we must first discuss this among ourselves.
Naturally. Take your time.
How do you see things, Himiko?
It's best to be skeptical of her. There's a significant amount of intentional misdirection in her words, but I worry about the worst outcome. If the Dreamscape's anomaly really exists, and it isn't a natural occurrence, but instigated by someone behind the scenes,
Then it likely has something to do with the Watchmaker's invite.
Huh. How'd you figure that one out?
Well, excluding any extreme scenarios, the mastermind responsible for these shifts in the dreamscape undeniably stands against the family, which narrows it down to two possibilities. Someone is drawing in external influences to distract and disrupt the family's control over Penacony. Either that, or the family has been forced to seek outside aid surreptitiously for self-preservation. But from the encrypted message on the invite and the family's reaction, the former is more likely.
which also means that the one who sent out the encrypted nameless message and the mastermind behind the anomaly are on the same side. Maybe even the same person.
Well, this doesn't necessarily mean a thing, right? In terms of methods, both the Fools and the Riddlers could pull it off. Hasn't the IPC cracked the message too?
March, calm down. It's just a possibility. But if this encrypted message isn't some harmless prank, but done so to invite the Trailblaze into the fray, we cannot remain uninvolved.
Well, let me tell you what I discovered, and I'm sorry, it's bad news. According to reliable sources, some people spotted a tall silver-armored man on Penacony. I've reached out to the Bloodhound family for news and visited many of those guests who claim to have seen this invader. And this is what I received. I've sent it to you. Open it and take a look.
Ahem. Can you hear me? Astral Express, it's been a while. How's Penacony? It's that hacker girl! I'll get straight to the point. I know you've been investigating the abnormal phenomenon surrounding Penacony. Or rather, we are pleased to see that you've been doing that, because the deeper you delve, the closer you'll get to uncovering the truth about this so-called beautiful dream. The family is obviously hiding something, right? Well, we've nabbed some valuable information, and out of the goodness of my heart, I've decided to share it with all of you. Although it unfortunately means your idyllic break in paradise is nearing its end. Enter this string of code into your dream pool, the device you use to dream with, and dive into the hidden map for a look. The coordinates have been sent to you. You just have to copy them over. Also, I take it you've already heard about Sam. You should look forward to the meeting. He's a straight shooter who values a fair fight. I think you'll get along with him just fine. Don't be overwhelmed by his enthusiasm. Oh, he had me relay a message to you. Ahem. The curtains have just risen over the dream that can't be reached. The various factions have started to move. I wish you luck. Don't fall behind, nameless.
Those Stellaron hunters. They even factored Penacony into their plan. Nowhere safe from them.
The situation is clear. The planet of festivities isn't what it seems on the surface. Everyone's sights, including the factions in the family, are set on the Watchmaker's legacy. Every party has its own motives, and they're attempting to thwart each other. While we still don't know what this legacy entails, it's only a matter of time before the power struggle ensnares innocent bystanders. The Molten Knight, Sam, is reportedly a remnant of Glamoth's Iron Cavalry, a genetically engineered warrior. He possesses superhuman perception and acts decisively. He'll leave no margin for error. This individual is every bit as dangerous as Kafka and Blade. This message is a threat. The hidden map that Silverwolf mentioned is probably the sealed Dreamscape Hotel. For the sake of what's to come, a visit seems necessary. Which is why I didn't suggest it initially. But the way things are now, the Astral Express has a reason to join the fray. If the family asks, just tell them that the Express is investigating the Stellaron hunters. I'm sure they'll understand. We'll plan our next move according to how they react.
Then we are in agreement. Let's return and inform Miss Black Swan. Miss Black Swan, the Express is willing to cooperate with you. We need a proper guide to navigate the memory zone.
I'm at your service. I will not disappoint.
You two, return to your own rooms. Enter the dream, and if everything goes without a hitch, we'll see one another at the Dreamscape Hotel's...
I'll stay in the real world to ensure everyone's safety. If needed, I will also parley with the family. I assume there's no problem, Miss Black Swan?
It seems that I'll have a hard time gaining your trust, even if I personally did rescue your friends. It's no problem, of course, other than the fact that my feelings are a little hurt.
We're counting on you, Welt. As for us, let's get ready to see the Dreamscape's true visage. We'll be busy for a while. I wonder if Firefly's returned to reality yet.
Why isn't there
I don't have her contact info. I'll ask Black Swan.
You look anxious. Worried about that girl? You can talk to me if you've something on your mind. In this world, there's no one who heals the heart better than a memo keeper. Don't worry. That is a one-way door leading to awakened reality. Unless that girl is so stubborn that she refuses to wake up from the dream, which isn't possible. She must be holed up somewhere in the hotel massaging her eyes right now. I just did what I had to do. You are special, after all. So special that many pairs of eyes are watching your every move. All right. Drift peacefully off to sleep, and I'll be right with you.
Welcome to Penacony.
Back in this familiar room.
This way, darling. What's wrong? Are you not feeling well? That's good then. I know you're more sensitive to Memoria, thus more easily affected by the dreamscape than others. This is also why I have to accompany you. I shall use my methods to relieve you. Don't worry, as your companions are safe. I had both of them each give me a trinket before I entered the dream. This will allow me to feel their presence in the memory zone. They're already awake in their rooms. Will you be comfortable in following me now? Time waits for no one. We must hurry to the lobby.
March's room is this way. I should go meet up with her.
I know what you're thinking, but alas, that girl isn't in there, and neither is this her room. The moment you stepped into the memory zone, reality's building structures lost all meaning. I can sense that she is in a faraway place right now. In the meantime, if we want to find that lobby the navigator mentioned, we'll have to try a little harder. These poor little things stumbling about. Strange. There appears to be someone else's presence here. Her! How is this possible?
Are there no staff members here at all? Huh? What are you doing here? Yes, she's the memo keeper I mentioned.
We'll have to cut the banter short. Let's first work together and remove these overly friendly children, shall we?
I'm indebted to you both for your help. Finally, some peace and quiet. What are the two of you doing here?
We could ask you the same thing.
Penacony's rife with rumors now about the Watchmaker, a legacy, nightmares, and other mysterious tales. I was curious as to who was spreading them and tested the method as described in the rumors. To think I actually ended up here.
You aren't hiding anything, are you?
Hiding? I don't think I'd be capable of that in front of a memo keeper. That's not what I meant. It's just a figure of speech. Your arrival is timely. This dreamscape is fraught with danger. Since our destination is the same, how about we join forces? I can protect you from harm, but in the memory zone, I'll need assistance from the memo keeper as well. And if we run into the family, it wouldn't hurt to have one more person to explain the situation.
What do you think?
Thank you. I'm truly grateful. Glad to be traveling with you again, Miss Black Swan.
I truly hope so.
In my dream, I saw scorched earth. Why do people... It's because...
Watch out! A dangerous presence lurks nearby.
Everyone, be on your guard.
Will of preservation! You all right? Look at me. Calm down. Deep breaths, all right?
Allow me. Relax. You'll be fine. I'm really sorry, but I have to leave for a short while. Death still hovers about, and I must personally ensure Miss Himiko and Miss March 7's safety, and warn them. I'll leave her to you, Miss Acheron.
I'm sorry for what happened. I was too focused on that girl and got sloppy. It was my hesitation that caused her to lose her life. I'm sorry. But if in that moment I chose to draw my blade... Sorry, I had no choice. Yes, we will. But not yet. Before the hunt, we should keep our eyes peeled and consider where the true enemies are hiding and how to fight them. Do not let pain dictate your thoughts. Compose yourself and you will walk the right path. Once, someone said to me, "No compassion for the enemy, for that is cruelty upon yourself. But you must see clearly who the true enemy is. And then, with one swing of your blade, you must understand its meaning and the price you pay." This is the only advice I have for you, from someone burdened with a blood debt.
I'm back. Miss Himiko has something to tell you. There's good news and bad news.
I understand the situation now. Please take her and retreat to a safe location. If time allows, you can investigate Firefly's matter first. Meet later at Clocky's statue.
Which is why I must undertake Miss Himiko's request and bring both of you back to reality. I'm glad to see that you're fine. Let us reach a safe place before speaking again.
Miss Black Swan, do you not intend to open some sort of teleporter?
I don't recommend that. Her mental state is unstable, so we have to avoid any rough traversal methods like just now. Also, while we're departing, we can still do more for Miss Firefly, can't we? Some remnants of her presence linger nearby. Seize the chance to etch them into your remembrance before they're gone.
If we can start investigating on the way, that'd be good.
Let's go. We have to find another path.
Sorry, but could you give me a few more minutes? I have some unfinished business. May death be the end of your boundless dream, guiding you back to the waking world. Let's go.
This way. Follow me.
We landed safely. This is amazing.
Don't imitate the memo keeper without the accompaniment of one. Well, wouldn't it be lovely if these nosy newcomers found their way back home? No one will disturb us now. Here, how about I show you a little magic trick? Are you ready? Don't be too surprised.
Is that Firefly?
Yes. It's what this room left behind. The memories of her. The slight trembling of the ground. The fleeting reflections on the screen. The flow of memoria. I gathered and reproduced them in fragments. As for the context, we'll need to sort that out a bit. Hurry along now. Recreating memories on this scale takes quite a toll on me.
I encountered with my trailblazer friend back then. If I'm not wrong, it has to do with the Watchmaker.
She mentioned your name.
Thinking of you even in your absence. Seems like you two were pretty close. She seems to be sharing her discovery with someone. And it's related to the Watchmaker.
She has no idea that she'll become a victim.
Let's get going.
Let's? Is there...
Why did you... This isn't what we agreed on.
The situation has changed, and it seems that companion has deviated from the original plan.
Perhaps, judging from the outcome.
Why?
Who forced her to go that way?
Mecca? What an intriguing statement. I recall the Bloodhound family is pursuing...
The door! It won't open! It's a dead end!
Based on these fragmented pieces of information, it seems Firefly's companion betrayed her halfway and trapped her alone in this room, disappearing without a trace. But why?
She mentioned that this transaction involves the Watchmaker, and that often means stepping on many people's toes. They might have had their eyes on the legacy, or wanted to silence another who knew too much. Or there could be a deeper secret tucked away in this memory zone. And to hook that elusive prize, one needs the right bait.
Do you mean... Firefly?
This is just the worst-case scenario. But think about it. If the mastermind behind all this is nearby, why would he let us look around freely? Unless... there's something else he cares more about and needs. Or should I say, is verifying. She had no other way to leave but from the side corridor.
based on these fragmented pieces of it.
She mentioned that this transaction, they might have had their eye. Do you mean there's something else he carried?
There's actually a path here.
Unpredictable pathways pointing toward a wandering meme. She was completely lost in the memory zone.
Following this path should lead me out of this place.
Unfortunately, this path ultimately leads one to the lair of death.
Finally back in the lobby. If that's the case.
She thought she had escaped. After that, it's the end.
Everyone, over there.
It seems like someone has been awaiting us. Ready to step into the spotlight now. Stellaron Hunter Sam.
Will of preservation.
Careful.
A Galaxy Ranger. And a Memo Keeper. Leave now and nobody gets hurt. Or else, all of you will die here. The detective game is over. You shouldn't be here. Once you're back in the real world, remember to tell everyone about the Stellaron Hunter who was behind your ultimate departure. Earth operations! If that's the case...
Leave the dance stage to them, my dear.
What a show. Well, thank you for your efforts, Memo Keeper. Quite a brilliant move to pit enemies against each other. When I first saw the Ranger and the Hunter together, my heart skipped a beat. I never thought you'd successfully trigger a conflict between the two.
As promised, I've delivered the child to you. Our transaction is complete.
Looks like our nameless friend over here is still confused. Let me explain. In short, you need to thank this lady here, my friend. Not only did she not betray you, on the contrary, she rescued you. From that Galaxy Ranger. Right. I do enjoy seeing that shocked expression of yours. My friend, let's be honest. That woman named Acheron isn't as simple as you thought. Did she say she's a Galaxy Ranger? She's actually an emanator who brings death and finality. But, oh, there's no but. This is the truth. Let me give you some IPC insider information, my friend. Do you know Duke Inferno? Fatora's Ifrit? Nicely done. As expected. I'll cut to the chase then. This Duke Inferno is a fire demon from Fatora. He's an energy life form, and it's rumored that his birth is related to a certain genius. He and his thugs formed Everflame Mansion, and viewed Nanook as their savior. In actuality, they were led by this Duke to go around burning and looting, practicing the will of destruction. And even the other Annihilation gangs weren't spared. I'm not sure what the family was thinking. Or perhaps someone was scheming behind the scenes. But, shockingly, these characters received an invitation. And why would the Everflame Mansion decline? They harbor fierce intentions, swearing to turn the planet of festivities into a sea of blazing flames. But there's no need to worry. They won't be able to attend. Do you know why? Because Ifrit is dead. They were eliminated on their way. The assailant, demonstrating remarkable expertise, ruthlessly ended Ifrit and swiped the invitation that the Annihilation Gang had in their possession. The Everflame Mansion disbanded, each going their separate ways. Thereafter, a mysterious Galaxy Ranger arrived on Penacony, checking into the hotel with only a music box. Do you still need me to continue the story, my friend? The Galaxy Rangers come and go like shadows, and there's little communication between them. Her story is almost too perfect. If she remains silent, there's no concrete evidence against her. While the IPC can investigate, it'll take some time. So, my friend, the choice is yours now. You can leave this place immediately, without looking back, and forever forsake the chance to get closer to the truth. Or, you can accept my invitation and learn a truth. A truth potent enough to upend everything in Penacony. I need your help. So I'll wait, but not for long. Once you are ready, follow me. As for aligning with me, see the truth first, then decide. You'll still have time.
Acheron is the emanator of a particular eon? Can I really believe Venturine? But he gave me a choice. Maybe I should talk to Black Swan again.
My. You look like a small, injured animal. Are you still willing to talk to me? Of course, I'm still willing to be your psychotherapist. I admit I made a transaction with that gentleman to bring you before him, but this is also a safe place. He needs you. It's essential if we want to reclaim Penacony. Recognizing his immense potential and the invaluable memories he can help me gather, I opted to join forces with him. In Penacony, everyone may be lying. And yes, that includes me. I can't deny this, nor do I seek forgiveness. But do you still remember? I said, I have faith in your potential, and that's not a lie. The Garden of Recollection wants to witness the future of the Astral Express trailblazing the cosmos. And as for these memories, I will treasure them. I do not have reasons to hurt any of you. Instead, I will continue to assist you. provided you are willing to accept my assistance. My take on this might surprise you. In my view, he's a trustworthy individual. Not for any other reason, but because he's an exceptional businessman. In this vast universe, no one values honesty in contracts more than a merchant. But always be on guard, particularly when making agreements with him. Scrutinize the details. Beyond the confines of the contract, your rights are off his radar. He'll go to extreme lengths to ensure his advantage. I still believe that Miss Firefly's situation is deeply connected with the Stellaron Hunter, just as we speculated. But, as you've heard, Aventurine has his finger pointed at the Galaxy Ranger. I can't fathom why he'd draw that conclusion, but given his access to the IPC's intelligence network, we should seriously consider his perspective. Moreover, I believe Miss Acheron is also hiding something. No. In fact, I should say she's hiding everything from us. It was an unexpected finding from an earlier encounter. With regards to the Annihilation Gang, I can also prove that what Aventurine said was the truth. That's why, during this golden soiree, she is the dance's centerpiece. Why, of course. But now is not the time. I know you're confused. And sad. Whoever that girl might have been, a living soul, a memory that was meant to last. She simply vanished. Like the dissolution of bubbles in water, disappearing in an instant. No matter what, I hope you can trust Aventurine. Or rather, trust me and see the truth with your own eyes. This can lead us deeper into the secrets behind Penacony. I will protect you. Once I gather more information from him, I'll make sure you're safely returned to your companions for the truth and to prevent more unnecessary sacrifices. It is the right choice. Perhaps he plans on doing so, but I won't. The Garden of Recollection has eyes everywhere. If he wants to hurt you, he'll have to fight against the Memo Keepers. I've warned him about that. Later, I'll stay by your side as a memetic entity, just in case. Time to set off.
Go and meet Aventurine, or I could still choose not to help.
Excellent. I knew you would come. By the way, about that Memo Keeper... Never mind. I won't press the issue further. I've said before you can liaise with your companions, or even twist the narrative against me. I'll wholeheartedly embrace it. It signifies your potential. I don't do deals where I'm on the losing end. So, my friends, don't let me down. Please, this way, if you will. Oh, right. I remember mentioning something after that. What was it again? A familiar hallway, a familiar room. Do you remember? Last time we met was right here. This is it. Just beyond this door. Take a deep breath and get ready. Oh, I remember. My friend. After that, we... Tell me, doesn't this feel... I remember everything now. Look, friend. The game has already begun. Allow me to make you an offer. One you can't refuse. No reason to choose otherwise. And no other choices.
Brother, I'm back.
Welcome back. How is your preparation for the performance coming?
It's fine. Don't worry.
It's fine? No, this is not good. You're the pride of the family. Don't let those unnecessary emotions affect your perfect pitch.
No. Brother, you seem to be in low spirit. What's happened? Is it because of the Watchmaker's guest list?
Yes, I received the report that death had taken some of them. Perhaps someone was behind it. I'm sorry, I forgot you just came back. You probably wouldn't know about it. Somehow, a nightmare called death has descended upon Penacony, striking indiscriminately, bringing spiritual death to all equally. In the utopian dreamscape envisioned by the family, such sorrowful incidents shouldn't arise. It profoundly undermines the equilibrium and serenity of the dreamscape. How detestable.
I can't believe this has happened. Was someone killed again?
Yes, there were two. One was a stowaway, the other was you. That's enough, fool. Your deeds have saddened me.
Pretty sharp, aren't you? Chicken wing boy.
The Odes of Harmony talks about honesty. The words of a fool begins with foolishness and end in treacherous arrogance. Please leave. Their dreamscape doesn't welcome you.
Oh, come on, lighten up. Why so serious with all the quotations and references? I'm just curious. Now things have come to this. Is the family still unwilling to fight? I mean, your darling sister's already a goner, right? Really? Don't tell me you're not craving a little vengeance.
It's not yet time. When the fated day arrives, I shall mete out justice with unyielding righteousness.
Wow, you can endure that much? Truly a heart of ice you've got there. Hey, maybe we could actually get along. How about this? I'll stand in for your dear sister at events. Surely you don't want the world to hear the Charmony Festival's been called off.
The family has a plan. And do not dishonor my dear sister with your deceitful tongue again, fool.
All right. Just putting it out there. If you're ever in a pinch, remember, I've got your back. I mean, who could resist a guy rocking spikes on his wings?
There's no need. The malefactor has been exposed under their radiant gaze, and will soon fall by their own machinations. Should the transgressor fail to turn away from this path, their sword will be honed, their bow strung, causing the malevolence the perpetrator spreads to befall them. And when that time comes, the heathen will realize they're but a mere mortal, doomed to descend into the netherworld. And I will join their vanguard to announce this good news to you personally, Watchmaker.